Okay, so a lot of the guys and women been asking this question because guys cannot be honest with women and women cannot be honest with guys. So we've been getting a lot of questions about guys saying, um, how is it to fuck a prostitute? That's what they call it. I call it fantasy woman because I'm respectable to any woman with any trait. I mean, passion or career. I call it fantasy woman. So the guys ask, how is it to fuck a fantasy woman? Rob, what do you call them?
I call them prostitute, basically. I don't like to
Okay,
short it.
he don't like sugar. I call fancy women. And they asked Rob, have you ever fucked a prostitute? Or they asked me, have I ever fucked a fantasy woman? Because I call fantasy woman, so I switch it. And some of the ladies uh, asked some question. Why do guys fuck those women and things like that? So uh, we're going to let you in a little bit of our history. Now, when I say history, I won't put a timeline in it because I am in a relationship. You will not know. So, so we will speak about it. Okay. Remember, we got combined 60 years experience in this business.
We're not saying we're
So,
60 years old now, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, me,
okay. So,
my
Rob,
first.
let me ask a question, Rob, and you answer it. So, Rob, so tell me. So, by the way, Rob's honest that could be. When did you lose your virginity, Rob? What age were you?
I lost my virginity when I was 15 years old. 15 years old, and
Explain, explain.
I
To
remember. I mean,
who?
I'm not gonna say any name. You know what I mean? I want, you know what I mean.
What
But
nationality?
um, well, she was Irish. She was
You can
Irish.
you can say the name. Ain't no one will really know the name.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
if
just say
you know
Irish.
me,
Just say Irish.
but
Okay,
she was Irish. Remember, I'd never messed with no black girl until I was nearly 20 years old. But
okay, okay. Good. Now
but
me, I lost my virginity when I was 16 years old to a Haitian girl. Um, she was 18. I was 16. We met in church. We knew each other for 4 years, 5 years in church. And then I liked her a lot. And I had got a little car. I was driving. I drove to her house, snuck in through the window. And that's how I lost my virginity. So now y'all know. But I had my first threesome with two white girls in high school. One was September and one was Lisa. And I remember to this day, I had a Browns outfit, the football NFL Browns team outfit, because I got it from when Dixie, they would sell a little outfit.
he
Oh, well,
stole
yeah, I did steal it. I did steal it. And then I went in there. I didn't know what I was doing. I pulled a condom off for, I slept with Lisa first. I knocked off Lisa. Uh, 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 who was, September was my girlfriend, but Lisa was her, best friend. And then I told Rob that, and then I said, okay, Rob, let's go knock off September. September and me was the same age, but she lived in Boca, and we would jump over the fence, well, over a big, not even a fence, it was a concrete block. And then that's when me and Rob had our first, y'all call it a threesome. What we call it? You call it a mini train.
M-track specialist.
Yeah, an M-Truck specialist. And so we knocked off September. And then Rob went to college. Tell him about your college days, Rob, because
I
we have
went
to
to
tell you
college.
all the story before we explain the where we start when Rob or when I had a fantasy girl. Go.
Well, I went to high school in Boca Raton High School. You know, I lost my virginity at 15. By the time I turned 17, I lost count. I was at 76. So, but basically, I had a piece of paper. I lost it. But anyway, I basically went to school in Wisconsin, Lady Smith, Wisconsin, to play football. Yes, guys, I went to school to play football. Education, I had enough at 10th grade. My mind had enough to know how to basically navigate into this world. Went over there, and they never seen black guys before, and they was in love with me, and I took full advantage of that, and it was a fuck fest, basically.
So when you came from college, how many girls you would say you had under your belt?
Oh, I mean, at 17, it was 76. After, I mean, in college, it was just like I was like like the the coaches was saying female for us because they didn't want us to be homesick. It was a lot. I would average like 3 4 daily. Sometime, if I don't have 2 4 day practice.
So when you was about 20 years old, you probably had what, 100?
Yeah, oh yeah. I would think that, yeah, well over 100.
Okay,
And
remember me and Rob, we know each other for a long time. Me, I would say by the time I was 20, I probably was on 13 or yeah, about 12. 12. About 12, yeah, yeah, because I went to a college locally and I always like having girlfriends, So now I'll have like three girlfriends at a time. So like I'm flinging dick, but with three like that. So when would you say you first slept with a fantasy woman or prostitute? What year was it? Where did you go? How did you meet her? What was your experience the first time?
Well, my first taboo experience, when I say taboo, was, I mean, I never thought I would ever like sleep with a prostitute because I remember as a young, back in the days, them boys keeping women and all that, and they have stories. I was like terrified of things like that. But when we flew to Costa Rica, when
What year was it?
I don't recall what year was it,
It
but you
was
probably
2009.
2009.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I broke my spirit. When I say spirit, like taboo wise, with a prostitute, and I remember went to Little Havana when
Lil Havana.
Little Havana, we all went over there, and there was like it was female galore. It was a brothel, and it was all of us was standing there, and I saw this Asian, this like a little Asian girl, just like, and she was like cute as hell, and she looked mad young, like 19-ish, and it's like she looked like she had low mileage. I'm like, to my mindset, I'm like, damn, she probably just started this career or whatever, and where everybody was just sitting there being timid, and I grabbed her hand, and I went in there. I remember I was in the room and I heard like the cock was like, "Cock." And I couldn't believe I was in there. Just I could vividly hear the freaking the damn cock like, "Cock." I mean, I'm like, damn,
Rooster, Rooster.
the rooster. Like, I was like, fuck, I'm really fucking a prostitute. Like, and this shit was good. I'm like, what the hell? It's like first time jerking off. It was like some best feeling ever. And she like, oh, Poppy, it embraced me. You know what I mean? She sucking my right nipple and everything. I'm like, damn, I kind of like this thing. So it's like since then I became an addict.
But you forgot to say you then left her and you got grabbed another one.
Yo, that day, right after everybody said I came out to show up my shirt, I like to show my six pack because I was like all buffed up after I finished beating it. Everybody was like, "Damn, you went in there." So everybody was shocked that I did it. After that, I think I took two,
Yeah, you
yeah,
took
I took
two
two back.
after that.
Yeah,
Yes.
after that, I took two back in the room. Took two back in the side, like hit up three, and after that, the same day after that, I hit 12 of them. So it was a total of 15 that day. Like this shit was fucking.
Okay, you're going too much. You go. Let me talk. So I was there. So what happened is I had made good money in the business I was at, me and Rob, and we paid for 25 guys to come with us. And what was the white guy that told us to come to Costa Rica? What was his name? Because he's the one that knew it.
Yes, he did my movie
Josh.
theater. Josh,
Josh?
yeah, Josh.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Josh.
did my movie
So
theater in
Josh,
that.
yeah, so Josh knew about Costa Rica. And that's this older man that was Safar. He's
Hako,
Indian.
Hako Beach. That's what Josh was talking about, surfing.
Yeah, and Safar would go there like in 2000 and 2001, but we didn't understand because he sold us cars. But now we're a little older, so it's 2008. So we flew 25 guys. So I'm in Little Havana too, but I'm a little timid because I'm a relationship guy. And so I didn't do anything in Havana. Then that night we went to a better one called Del Rey. And if someone listened to this, you would know. And when you went in Del Rey, it was like a little casino too. It had like 50 girls there. I mean, like all type of colors, all type of shapes. And the ugliest one was probably a seven. And so I saw this little girl. I didn't know what a Colombian was at the time, people. Okay, I didn't know what the fuck that was. Okay,
Well, my
but she
first
was,
girlfriend, Diana Monroe, was Colombian. Remember?
yeah, his first girlfriend in Boca High was Colombian. So I saw this girl with long black hair. She wasn't too tall, but she had titties, she had ass, and she was wearing white. And for some reason, I love white. And so I didn't know Spanish at the time. Now I speak Spanish about 80%. And so I took my phone, used translator. We started talking, and then she was 18, and here I am. I'm a relationship guy. I'm trying to buy her and take her out of there and start taking care of her because I got money like that. So we got there, I think Friday, we got there, and so I told her she's not working no more. And she wanted $100 for me to knock off that night. So I told her Friday, Saturday, Sunday, she got to get stuck with me. And I told her I'm going to pay her $600. So I was going to give her $200 each night. Okay. Now, mind you, she's 18 years old. Fine.
Long,
No kids, no stretch mark. You remember her, Rob, or no?
long hair, don't care.
Yes. And so that Friday night, I knocked her off. And I don't got the biggest dick, okay? All right. My shit medium size, but she's making noise like make a shit made me feel good. So so let me tell you. So my lady know this too. I told my lady this, okay? So uh so now she didn't sleep over because her mother wouldn't want her to sleep over, and her mother souls, and then she has a brother. So guess what? After I fucked her real good and everything like that, I gave her $300. Mind you, she would have charged me 100 because I told her she ain't working Saturday and she ain't working Sunday. And then I told her I want to eat breakfast with her. So she came in the morning, and Del Rey, they would make those little breakfast. Remember, Rob, the breakfast come with it? They would have the little eggs and the little. That shit was good, wasn't it?
Delray?
Yes. Not Del Rey, not Del Rey.
Done in.
What?
Done
Done
in.
in. The hotel we were staying in Done in. And remember, colleagues that came with us too?
Yeah. Alex and the ugly girl. No, sorry, Alex.
Yeah, yeah. That's my brother-in-law. So, so she came early, and then remember, I'm a girlfriend guy. I love girlfriend. And then we ate breakfast, and then we went to the mall. Rob went to the mall with me. Did you have a girl that was walking with you when we was walking in the mall too, or you were just by yourself?
Nah, remember, I'm not into a relationship. Like you,
Oh yeah.
that's why you like, how come you just be, you're having them and just like throw them away like condoms?
Oh shit, Rob, you gotta tell them about the two cousins you fucked. The
Oh
ones
man,
that was a dime a dime. We're
two
not gonna talk about
Colombian.
that yet.
Yeah,
But
you
on
gotta
that,
find that
wasn't it on
picture.
that trip you fucked them two cousins too, or no?
I don't recall, but I remember I had both of them on my arm and stuff.
Because that's when Pierre came. No, I think maybe it was another trip. Oh, so now check this out. So I ended up buying her a phone in 2008. The phone ended up costing maybe like
It was
$900.
$1,100. I watched that. It was $1,100, no contract.
Okay, okay. So I don't know what the phone was. Maybe it was a brand new iPhone.
It
I
was
don't
the
know.
when the iPhone just came out. It was like $1,100. Watch you pay for it, like in the mall. I'm like, this dude is crazy.
Okay. And then I took her to BB because at that time they had BB in Costa Rica and other. I spent about $2,000 that day on her. Okay. Listen, I'm trying to buy her. I'm trying to take her out. Then that night, me, her mama, and brother, we all went to dinner. Okay, so I didn't go to Del Rey because I'm buying her. And then I fell in love. I fell in love. And then that was my first time. And so I end up knocking off one girl the whole trip and got a girlfriend. And Rob knocked off 11 girls. So
Now I like 15 the first day.
oh yeah, Rob's a beast, okay? He got heavy testosterone and he was not lying.
We went to Dunedin and went to the little white spot, little Havana, the little white spot.
Okay, okay. One sec, Rob. Just to let y'all know, a lot of people were saying Rob's lying. He's not lying. He's heavy testosterone. And so on the next episode, we will tell you about the two Colombians that he had, two cousins at the same time. And
Daddy.
and they baddies, like two bad. That was his very first two baddie. When I say they baddie, and then one of the girls was talking to Rob, and she said, "I need to raise $50,000 to buy a condo." This is in 2008, 2009. And then you know me, I'm a mad guy. I said, "Shit, $50,000. That's 10 guys, 1,000. That's 50 guys." I said she could do it. No, that's not 50 guys. $1,000 10 guys. 5,000 is 50 guys. That's 500 guys. Okay, so send us your question. He said, she said,
TV show.
tvshow at gmail.com. Send your question there, and then we'll tell you more about the episode. But that was the very first time I tried to change a fantasy girl into a girlfriend. And I'll let you know if it survived and things like that.